welcome Amechi.
We are dear friends, nothing more, nothing less. You are welcome to land of rising sun. There is a land that is full of natural resources. With independent and spirit colonization, no, we are generous and industrious. Naturally, we are educationally, we are loaded. Mentally, you can check out what you want. Mbano vya kelele, mama papa can go see different things. Because vya kelele, anywhere you from, around the world. Mbano vya kelele, come and see who we are. Because vya kelele, ngembo wa, jeno vya kelele. You are welcome, mama, welcome to Biafra, mama, it's a bono you born, mama, ever gonna see you, mama, Sirani, consequently, Nakaraka, people gonna get Organiwa, the Palo Agari, Tukika, Makani, Napaya, Boutique, Mano Yakaleno, Mama, Papa, the fully body, because Yakaleno, anywhere you from, Marandu, Mano Yakaleno, come and see who we are, Yakaleno, Yakaleno. Welcome to Biafra. You're from Wotowoto.
what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist. You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Ison, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isob. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy. Because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all these we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. I had in Sosine Bigebi. He said,
welcome, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom. I appreciate you any place you are joining me from. I thank you so much for joining this very broadcast. It's going to be a brief one. I will not take much of your time. Just to go and make it's going to be a brief broadcast. I'm not supposed to be broadcasting today, but I just have to try and reach out to my brothers and sisters, the Biafran people, because we cannot leave any stone unturned. We cannot leave our people alone without talking to them. We must make sure that information continue to circulate and continue to reach out to every Biafran wherever we are. It is a responsibility as those of us who are in the media to make sure that informations are going on daily basis. It's a responsibility to continue to encourage Biafrans from all angles, from all corners. Wherever Biafrans are, it is our responsibility to continue to encourage every Biafrans to make sure that we continue to send that information to every Biafrans and make sure we do not allow the enemies to take over the stage. As you all know, we are in a very serious time now. That is why we must not play. So I welcome everybody who have joined this very broadcast this evening. Any place you are joining from, I say may Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to guide you, protect you, secure you, and give you grace to walk into Biafra. Today we are going to talk about the last miracle that Mazen Nandekano has spoken about. Mazen Nandekano always tell us about the last miracle on earth, which is Biafra. The last miracle. That miracle is about to happen. That last miracle that Mazen Nandekano prophesied about, he talked about it, he walked towards it. Today, that last miracle is about to happen. Do not allow yourself to be left behind. Do not be left behind. You must have to key in. We are counting days into Biafra. As we are counting days into Biafra, I will urge you to sit up. If you have not been doing anything, you better sit up and start doing something, because there is no time to waste. A lot of things are going to be happening. So many things are going to already, as you are watching this video, so many things are happening. So many things are happening on the ground. You see, some of you, when we talk, you look at it as if we are making noise, or maybe we are disturbing you, or we are wasting time. No single message that will pass here is a waste of time. Please, as you join, I will urge you to share. Share the video, share the broadcast, share it, and also like. As you join, you like and share. Like the broadcast and share. That is the only role you can be able to play so that we can be able to move forward. So, as I was saying, at this stage that we are now, every one of us have to know that it's a critical time. A critical time in the struggle. That last miracle that Mazen Nandekano so much talked about is about to happen. I hope you know that. Wherever you're watching me from, I hope you know that. The last miracle is about to happen. And in that last miracle, it will be of your own benefit for you to key into that miracle and receive the blessing that comes from that miracle. It is high time you key into that last miracle. If you don't, you're going to pay, you pay a very high price. You will pay a very high price. Chibike Paul, thank you for joining. As that last miracle is about to happen, it has started. So many of you saw our press conference yesterday with our Duda brothers. Something that people thought would not be possible. When this struggle started, when Mazen Nandekano was preaching his message of sensitization and touching people, some people thought that Mazen Nandekano was against the Duda people. When you watch those clips that Mazen Nandekano played in those days, if you watch all those videos that Mazen Nandekano made in those days, all those broadcasts, you would think that he's attacking the Duda people. But he's not attacking the Duda people. He wasn't attacking the Duda people. He was just trying to wake them up. He was just trying to correct things that are wrong. Because in the same vein, in the same way he talks to Duda people, that's the same way he talks to Biafran people. Sometimes he will face the Igbo Biafrans and he will decimate them. Sometimes Mazen Nandekano, once he remembers you, he will treat your matter and talk about it to every level without any sentiment. So when it was the turn of the Igbo Biafrans, Mazen Nandekano dealt with them. When it was the time of Ijo, he dealt with it. When it was the time of the southern part of Nigeria, he dealt with them. When it was the time of the Duda people, he dealt with it. Without any sentiment, without any fear or favor of anybody. Please, as you join, like and share. Like and share. Click like. The like is very important for us to reach out to other people. I have always explained it that when you don't like, the algorithm will continue to press our video down and the video is not going to go far. So when you like and you share, the algorithm will go far. It will release our movies to begin to go, and our movie cannot be stopped anymore. So thank you so much. Kindly like, please. So as I was saying, in the time that we're in, we must key in. You must key in. Key in into the time that we're in now. Do not allow anything to distract you. That time that Mazen Nandekano spoke about, that is the time that we're in. That last miracle. Nobody believed that the time will come when the Ududua people and the Biafran people will be sitting on the same place and talk. In struggle. They can discuss in politics, they can discuss, but when it comes to the self-determination of the people, nobody believed that the Ududua people will be on the same platform with the Biafran people. But Mazen Nandekano did the work. And even when Mazen Nandekano was kidnapped, everybody thought that very alliance is dead. After they kidnapped Mazen Nandekano, they were thinking that alliance is dead because the people who were supposed to carry out that alliance and make sure that they stand strong, they refused to do so. Instead, they were fighting against the alliance. They were busy destroying every structure that Mazen Nandekano put. You see, that is why when you see them talking about structure, you begin to wonder what structure are they talking about. When you come into the structure that Mazen Nandekano put in place for the actualization of Biafra, they have destroyed every single one of it. When you see them talk about structure, they are talking about themselves. They are talking about themselves, making themselves relevant. That is where could be confusion. Sometimes when you see them talk about structure, you are destroying the structure. You are not following the structure. You would think they are talking about the structure of getting Biafra. No. They are talking about their own personal structure to present them as a leader. to present them as somebody who says has the final say. But when you come out with the people who are following the structure led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it is the autopiloted group. Autopilot has made sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not related to the background. Autopilot have made sure that every alliance put in place of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu are made stronger. And even they build more alliances. That is how to know people who are serious. Since Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, what alliance have they built? Instead, they were destroying the alliance that was built. The Ambazonian brothers advised them, they never took that advice. Instead, they assaulted him. It is only attacking those alliances that have been built, trying to destroy other alliances. That's what they have been doing. But in the autopiloted IPOB, under the spokesmanship of Mazi Simon Ekpa and on the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they have been building alliance, reconciling people, reconciling all the Biafrans and bringing them to one place, calling the attention of all the Biafrans. It doesn't matter what you believe in. It doesn't matter the angle you belong. It doesn't matter where you're fighting. It doesn't matter, as long as you believe that it is time for us to have freedom and you are genuine. The autopilot opened hand and began to unite everybody. Began to unite everybody, and everybody began to come under one umbrella. Beshuku, you're welcome. Thank you for joining. They began to come under one umbrella. Every group today, they are coming under one umbrella. These are the people who are holding the structure. And that was the structure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu put in place. That alliance is one of the most important structures that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu put in place, leading us to Biafra. Because as we are fighting for our freedom, our Oduduwa people are fighting for their freedom. A time will come, as we are marching, they are marching at the same time, the zoo cannot stand both of us. It will make the journey much more easier than you can ever imagine. It will make the journey very, very easy. And that is why we have got where we got today. Yesterday was a milestone. Everything you see Mazi Simon Ekpa and Autopilot doing, everything you see them doing is creating awareness, putting things in place, showing you the way to Biafra land. That is what we do. What we do in all the time, what we are doing is moving into Biafra, showing you the steps into Biafra land. It's not gossiping. We don't gossip. We don't come to talk about individuals and begin to preach on the message. What we preach is Biafra. Biafra is all we want. There's nothing we want except Biafra. It's either Biafra or nothing. And we have been fighting for this Biafra. Going for it, pursuing it earnestly. Chinwe Okede, thank you so much for joining, Chinwe. I appreciate you. And all this while, we have been doing the needful. But some people fail to pay attention. Some thought we are joking. The same way some people, even at this moment, some people still think it's a joke. Some people think it's a joke. They never believe that what happened yesterday will happen. That press conference between the Oduduwa people and the Biafran people, standing on one platform, pledging alliance for each other. You had it clear. It was read out clear that we're going to stand shoulder to fight for independence. Those are the milestones we are making. And when we say we are getting to Biafra in a few days' time, well, if you doubt it, it's at your own risk. If you doubt it, it's at your own risk. Chukwu Okike have given us instruments for us to walk into Biafra. It's made for you to utilize it. Chukwu Okike have even gone further to give us voices that will make us stay safe and alive. The only thing that can make you lose your life carelessly is when you are not paying attention to what is happening. If you are paying attention, you can't lose your life carelessly. I am speaking mainly our brothers and sisters in Biafra because I love them so much and I appreciate them. They are the ones in the war front. They are doing they are doing marvelous work. Our brothers in Biafra land and Chukwu Okike Abiama will continue to bless them. Why people are there busy gossiping and saying unnecessary things? We are busy moving into Biafra. And let me tell you, the journey to Biafra is going to be much more easier than you ever expected because of the grace of Chukwu Okike Abiama on it. It is not because we are too smart, not because we are too strong, not because we are too wise, but because we are doing that which is supposed to be done. We are following the instruction of Chukwu Okike Abiama. We are building on the foundation laid on the rock. A strong foundation laid on the rock by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is where our spokesperson Mazi Simon Ekpa is building, drawing his energy from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Yesterday was a heroic day. That last miracle that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been speaking about, that last miracle is happening at last. Exactly. We will sleep in Nigeria and wake up in Biafra. It's going to happen. Some people don't believe it, but this is something that's going to happen. It doesn't matter whether you believe it or you don't believe it. It is going to happen. It will happen. As for those of us who are already living Biafra, for me personally, I have been living Biafra for a very long time. Biafra is no longer a dream for me. It's a reality. I see it, I breathe it, I feel it, I hear it. Everything about me is Biafra. So those who are still seeing Biafra as a dream, those are the ones we're talking about. You are going to sleep in Nigeria and you wake up in Biafra. It is going to happen. That last miracle that Mazen Nani kind of spoke about is about to happen. That last miracle, are you going to be awake to witness it? Are you going to key in into that miracle? Are you going to tap into that miracle and take your blessing, or you're still going to be there gossiping? Well, we will do that which we are supposed to do as Biafrans. We are going to preach that message which we are supposed to preach as Biafrans. We are going to create that awareness we are supposed to create as Biafrans. But for you, also a Biafran, the only way you can be able to key in is in your hand. If you choose otherwise, that is your business. But as for us, we are focused going into Biafra land. We cannot allow the zoo to take our land. You can see what is happening in Biafra land. Even as you are watching this video, attack is going on in Biafra land. Attack is going on against the legitimate group, a legitimate organization who are fighting for self-determination. Self-determination, which is my right and your right. The right of every indigenous person. But the military are using their weapon on us simply because we are asking for self-determination, asking for our right. But the terrorists are celebrating, walking freely in the zoo. Terrorists are placed under salary. Terrorists are being begged. Terrorists are being given prizes all the time. But those of us who are the legitimate citizens of that zoological republic, nothing for us. Instead, they pursue us and chase us with all manner of ammunitions, throw bombs at us, throw weapons at us. But will that stop us? That will never, ever stop us. They will never. It doesn't matter their weapon of warfare. It doesn't matter what aircraft they use. If they like, let them go and get the best aircraft in the world against Biafra people. They can never win the war. They won't win it. Because Chukwu Okikabiyama told us to come. Because we are not alone. Chukwu Okikabiyama is leading and we are following. And as long as Chukwu Okikabiyama is leading and we are following, we shall win. No, nothing. There's no fear of any kind. No fear. No fear of anything. As you are watching the video, it is going on in Biafra land. Wotowoto is happening. You can see many voice messages and many videos, informations coming that the zoo are there, disturbing our people, taking innocent lives. Say they're looking for ESN. If you look for ESN, you know where to get ESN. Don't go to the street and take innocent people. If you're going to get the ESN, you know where to follow, go and get the ESN. Go and face them. And whatever you get, you take. Go and face them. But they wouldn't do that. Instead, they are busy taking innocent life on daily basis. Taking innocent life in Biafra lands. Every single day, taking innocent life. And they think it's going to go, they won't go free. The stage we are now, we have cried enough. And we're no longer crying. We have begged enough. We're no longer begging. We are defending our land. As you are watching this video, there are men on the ground defending Biafra, defending my land and your land. Volunteers, people who have volunteered their own life to save you and I. We have to be praying for them on a daily basis. The ESN, they are doing a marvelous work. Wotowoto is going on. And the prayer magazine and the prayer is working. That nobody, it doesn't matter who you are, nobody will step into Biafran land and take life, then you go back safe. You can't. You cannot come to Biafran land, kill an innocent man, and you want to go back alive. You can never. It can never happen. It can never happen. And I'm telling you that it can never happen. Because Chukwu Okikabiyama said so. And every one of them who have come to Biafra land to take the life of Biafran people, they are going to go down. They will go back home in body bags. Every one of them. Every single one of them. We are going to defend our land. And the defense has started. Not we are defending our land. Our spokesperson, Man Samanaka, made the announcement, and everybody have killed him. Our men on the ground are very much alert. Very much at alert. The alliance you saw yesterday was the last straw. It was the last straw. That alliance you saw, it was the last straw. You heard from Akintoye, Professor Akintoye, you heard from him directly that they wouldn't wait, that they wouldn't enter 2023 as Nigerians. That's how prepared people are. That's how prepared the Oduduwa people are. The Oduduwa people are telling you that they will not enter 2023 as Nigerian. The Nigeria cannot exist in 2023. And we Biafrans are telling you that we are counting days to declare Biafra. If you are taking it for a joke, keep on taking it for a joke. It is good for you. If you think it's a joke, keep on looking at it as a joke. But for Biafra people, the Caliphate know that we are not for a joke. The Caliphate themselves, they know that we are not for jokes. They know what we can do. They know what we can do. I thank Chukwu Okike Abiama who have brought all this far. Chukwu Okike Abiama. That's why I tell you, Chukwu Okike Abiama have done everything he will do for you and I. Everything we want Chukwu Okike Abiama to do for us to be saved, he has done it. There's nothing remaining. The little thing that remaining now, it is you and I, putting our heads together to go and take our freedom. We have prayed and Chukwu Okike Abiama have answered. We have prayed. Every single prayer we pray for our freedom, Chukwu Okike Abiama have answered it and sealed it. If you are still there waiting, you are delaying. You are the one delaying the struggle. You are the one delaying your freedom. Chukwu Okike Abiama have answered every single prayer we made regarding to our freedom. He has answered and he said we should move. He said we should move, and that's why we are marching. But in the process of going to that freedom, there are still some people who are going to bring false report. Just as the Israelites got the false report when they were going to the promised land. The first group of people who were sent to go and spy this promised land and look at the land, they came and they brought the false report. They said they saw giants. They saw giants that they cannot be able to take over the place. They were trying to redirect the route because they do not have that spiritual eyes. Because they thought that we are alone. But if you know that you are with Chukwu Okike Abiama, you cannot be afraid and begin to ask, how are we going to achieve Biafra in a few days? The only reason why you are having doubt is because you do not believe in Chukwu Okike Abiama. You don't know what Chukwu Okike Abiama can do. Do you think it is your strength that brought us this far? When Mazen Nandekano started this struggle, what did he start with? Were you the one that sponsored him? Did he get any sponsor from any part of the world? Did anybody sponsor him? Single-handedly, he began to preach the message and do everything he has done up to this moment that we are. So why do you have to doubt? If the spokesman of Biafra today come and give you a date and say we are going home, why are you doubting? Why are you doubting? All you got to do is to prepare yourself. All you have to do is to prepare and tap into that very announcement. Tap into that very blessing. Key into it and begin to ask yourself, what am I going to do? What am I going to do to take part in the miracle that is about to happen? That is the question you're supposed to ask yourself. What are you, if you have not done anything yet, there is still time. The few days remaining, you can still do something. You can still do something to write your name in gold. As I always say, every single one of us, there is something that Chukwu Okike Abiama is putting in your hand. Start doing it. Stop waiting for commendation from anybody. Start doing it. I say start doing that thing that Chukwu Okike Abiama is putting in your heart. Start doing it. That is the right way to go. Every one of us have one talent or the other. And in this struggle, there must be a place you apply your talent. Look for a place. Look for a role to play. There's no more time. If you don't do it now, there is no more time. And let me tell you, for the records, whether you do it or you don't do it, we are going home. Our telling you now to key in and tap your own blessing is for your own benefits. You're not doing it for Mazen Nandekan. Neither are you doing it for someone else or for me or for anybody here. No. Whatever you do yourself. If you do good, you do for yourself. If you do bad, you do for yourself. All the people that are sabotaging Biafra today, they are sabotaging themselves. The people who are fighting genuinely for Biafra, they are fighting for themselves and their future. But I tell you, whatever sabotage you bring into the Biafran struggle, you will pay dearly. You will pay. Whatever sabotage you bring into the Biafran struggle, you will pay definitely. There is nothing can stop it. You must pay. You are going to pay. In one way or the other, you must pay. You must pay. For every sabotage you bring into this struggle today, you must pay. You're going to pay for it. It's not our wish to take the life of any Biafran. Don't think go to that direction. We are hoping and praying that every Biafran will be saved and we all get into Biafran land in peace. Biafra is going to be a land ruled by law and order. Whatever crime you have committed against Biafra today, when Biafra comes, you're going to answer in the court. If the court says you are free, you will be free. But if the court says you're not free, you are going to face the full wrath of the law. The full wrath of the law. We are keeping record. Every sabotage against the Biafra, if you like, do it online. If you do it like, do it offline. If you like, hide your identity. Use your audio. We are going to fish you out. There are so many things that are happening that people do not know. So many of those idiots that are hiding on the keyboard and typing one thing or the other. It's those who are hiding and supporting P2B in the right angle and the other attacking. We know all of them. Including those who are using audio. When they come for Biafra struggle, they use audio. When they go to P2B, they use their face. We know all of them, every one of them. Who are deceiving Biafrans? We know them. But I tell you, no Biafran must be deceived this time around. Biafrans, we are supposed to be wise. I always tell you, you don't go to listen to people because you hear them playing the message of Mazen Nandekan. You don't go to listen to people because you see the picture of Mazen Nandekan there. You don't go to people because they are playing national anthem. You don't go to people because they are shouting Mazen Nandekan, our leader, our leader, our leader. You go to people to check how consistent are they before you go. Check how consistent are those people. The people you are listening to, you are going to their platform to listen. How consistent are they? How consistent are they? Is it people today they are talking about Biafra? Tomorrow when they say that it's P2B, they will change and begin to talk to P2B. The next one they begin to talk about Seludo. The next one they begin to talk about that. They begin to look about trending things. If you are an agitator and you are pursuing trending news, you don't know what you are doing. You are just the same thing as how do I describe you? You are just a blogger. If you claim to be a Biafra agitator and you are busy pursuing trending news, you are just an agitator. Thank you, Pero. You're welcome. You're not an agitator pursuing trending news. A freedom fighter, you are supposed to be focused, consistent. The only thing that has to matter to you is freedom. It's freedom, nothing else. It doesn't matter what kind of trending issues that come. If it doesn't have anything to do with the freedom, if there's no way you can relate that issue to your freedom, you don't talk about it. You don't talk about it. If you are genuinely an activist, a Biafran activist, you don't have to chase after trending news. You got no business with it. It's none of your business. You have to be focused on the struggle 24 hours, all the time. Consistency. Mazen Nandekano said it. Consistency is the key. And that is my motto in all my platform. That is my pledge, my memory verse in all my platform. Consistency is the key. Now we are asking for Biafra. It is something that concerns every one of us. I say it again. You are not doing it for Mazen Nandekano. You are not doing it for Mazen Samanekba. You are not doing it for me. Neither are you doing it for anybody here. Everything you do for yourself. Whatever you do for yourself. If you do good, you do yourself. You do bad, you do yourself. But we will not allow you to use your evil to distract us in our movement. We will never, ever spare anybody that stands in the way of Biafra. We can't spare you. We will not spare you. If you choose not to fight along with us, no problem. We are not going to force you. You choose not to belong to Biafra. You choose not to pursue the line we are going. We will not force you. You have your freedom to choose what you want to do. But at the end of the day, there will be a result. When the result needs to come out, then you see what you have done to yourself and you give account of your days. But if you don't want to fight for Biafra and you are standing as a stumbling block, hindering people who are pursuing Biafra, you will be crushed. You will be crushed with no mercy and your blood will be on your head. You'll be crushed and your blood will be on your head. I'm talking to all those idiots who are there, who don't have anything in their brain anymore. So many of them today who call themselves agitators, you see them, they don't have anything in their brain anymore. Go to their platform. Some of them are busy. They are busy interviewing one politician or the other. They are busy interviewing one traditional or the other. Every time they come out, they are busy chasing any trending news. They will go and carry it and begin to talk about it. Things that doesn't have anything to do with their struggle. Today they are promoting government, the next day they are promoting the military, the next day they are promoting the police. That's some instruments of oppression. You will be in a platform and you're promoting it. And then some people will be watching you and they will clapping. I don't know the kind of freedom those kind of people are fighting for. With all the exposition that Master Simon ever have made, with all the lectures that Master Nani kind of kept for us, with everything the autopiloted medias are doing online, yes, you'll be paying attention to clowns. That means you're doing yourself. You don't know what you're doing. That means your own case is a special case. You need to go and meet your pastor, your imam, or your traditional law, or native doctor to go and heal you. You need serious healing. If after listening to Master Simon up to this very moment, listen to Master Nandekano, listen to all the autopopulated group, and still today you are paying attention to idiots, you need deliverance. Sincerely, you need deliverance. You know, for a very long time they have been pushing lies against Master Simon Epa. They have been blackmailing him. And you see some people who stay in the middle. They are not hot, they are not cold. They say they are not sure. They don't know who is the right person. You are mad. If you say you don't know who is the right person, that means you are sick. You are sick in the head. If you are still a Biafran from the old Southeastern region and today you open your mouth and say you don't know those who are doing the right thing, you don't know whom to follow, that is why you are not participating. You are mad. You are a problem yourself. You are a problem. Master Simon, since Master Nandekano was kidnapped, he has been very consistent in what he's doing and what he's saying. He never changed. One demand: release Master Nandekano unconditionally and free Biafra. One demand: release Master Nandekano unconditionally and free Biafra. And as we are pursuing the release of Master Nandekano, we are consistently pursuing the Biafra struggle to get into Biafra, undeterred, without looking east, west, north, or south, without any fear. Today, if they have told you that the union you see yesterday, you will see it, you wouldn't believe it. There are so many other things that you are not seeing yet. There are so many things that will not be revealed until you begin to see them play out. As the time goes on, we are in November. In this November, so many things will come out. You are going to see so many things in this November. Begin to prepare yourself. Begin to prepare your heart for what you're going to see. In this November, so many things will unfold. When we talk about our alliance, some people think alliance is a joke. At least that of the armed groups in Biafra land is very clear to you now. You don't doubt anymore. There are so many armed groups in Biafra. People who are ready for self-determination. You are not talking about cult people. It's not a cult group. We are not talking about criminals. We are not talking about gangsters. We are talking about activists. Well-armed human rights activists. People who are asking for their self-determination. Freedom fighters. Who don't fight only, they don't fight as we fight on media, who are ready to fight on the ground. Every one of them have come under one umbrella. And we are heading for a march. And as you are watching this video, as you are watching this broadcast, Wotowoto is going on in the zoo. Wotowoto is going on in the zoo as you are watching me. And it will continue to go on. Wotowoto is happening in the zoo as you are watching. And it will continue to go on. And no man born of a woman can stop it. No man born of a woman can stop that water. It will continue to increase on daily basis because Biafra is a must. The time for Biafra has come. The time has come. There's nothing anybody can do. You can't change it. You can't change it. That prophecy that Mazin Nandekano spoke about, Mazin Nandekano told you about the last miracle on the planet Earth. The last miracle on the planet, that last miracle is unfolding. It's unfolding. You are seeing different pages. It's unfolding gradually. It's unfolding. We are counting days. What are you doing? Ask yourself again. What are you doing? What are you doing? How are you preparing? How are you preparing? How are you preparing yourself? Tell me, how are you preparing? Are you still busy gossiping? Are you still busy looking to irrelevant things? How are you preparing? Please like and share the video. As you join, as you connect, please like. Your like is very important. Liking the video is very important. When you like the broadcast, you are equally trying to make sure you invite people. When you are liking, it will trigger the notice for other people. Each time you click like, you trigger notice for other people. That is the only way you can support all the broadcasters. Once you get into a program where a Biafran is broadcasting, genuine Biafran, the autopiloted groups are broadcasting. Once you get into the program, first thing you have to do is to like. When you like the video, you are equally triggering the algorithm to inform other people to join. That is why we call for that like. It is important. If there's nothing you can, if there's no other way you can support any program, the best way for you to support any platform you enter is what? Click like and share. It helps a lot to make us go a long way, because we are fighting another war on media itself. All the social media platforms, they are not in good terms with the Biafra agitators. As long as you're Biafra agitators, you're speaking about Biafra, they will not be in good terms with you. They will try to suppress your movies, your videos, and make sure they don't go far. So the only way we overcome them is by you playing your own role, doing what you need to do. That is where we overcome them. That is why I urge you to please like and share. It is very important. So we must continue. No matter what anybody is doing, no matter what anybody is doing, from any angle, from any corner, I tell you, key in into the time that we are in. At this particular point in time that we are in, there is no looking back anymore. Mazin Nandikano said it long, long ago, that we have crossed Rubicon. We have reached the land of no return. And when Mazin Nandikano made that pronouncement, people were taking it for a joke. You see, Mazin Nandikano is somebody, I call him a spiritual leader of IPOB. He's not just another leader. The spiritual leader of IPOB. He established IPOB based on spiritual directions. He laid the foundation of IPOB on the rock. That is why Mazin Nandika will boldly tell you that you cannot destroy IPOB. Now, for you to destroy IPOB, it's going to take you 1,000 years to destroy. And that is why today you are seeing the real IPOB, autopiloted by Chukwu Okike Abiyama himself, under the spokesmanship of Mazi Simon Ekpa and on the leadership of Mazin Nandikano. That is the real IPOB. You saw yesterday IPOB media with Ududua people, Ududua media and IPOB media standing on the same platform and declaring alliance for each other. A handshake of love. Who told you? Do you believe it will happen? Nobody believes it will happen. Mainly since Mazin Nandikano was kidnapped. After Mazin Nandikano was kidnapped, the whole saboteurs were up. They were all focused on Simon Ekpa, demonizing him, attacking him, calling him all different kinds of names. All manner of names. Attack from east. He would defeat you after this one, from one attack to the other, from one attack to the other, from one attack to the other, from one. And while they are attacking him, he is busy, progressing. He was never distracted one day. That is how to know somebody who means business. Somebody who is with Chukwu Okike Abiyama, somebody who is focused. With all the attack from east, west, north, and south, from all angles, he has remained focused in all those attacks. Always focused. Always. I can't find somebody who will face the kind of attack that Masamalago faced and still stand up today. This was the same attack that drove so many genuine people from IPOB. So many genuine people who were genuine, who came genuinely to fight for Biafra struggle. This was how they attacked them with propaganda, lies, and chased them away. So many people who were supposed to contribute to do meaningful things in the struggle, they brought attack, propaganda, and chased them away. Until the dragon came on board. When Mazi Simon Ekpa came on board, it became a different ballgame. And he told them, he said, I will chase you out from IPOB. And they thought it was a joke. I still remember that word. It's on video. Mazi Simon Ekpa said, I will chase you out from IPOB. You are going to run from you run for IPOB. He said it. And when he was saying it, they say, you're not a member of IPOB. How can you chase somebody away from IPOB? You're not a member of IPOB. How can you chase somebody away from IPOB? Today, are they not out? Are they not out? They have been chased out. They chased out broad daylight without even knowing. You still see them pretending. When they begin to realize that they have no say anymore. When they begin to realize that everything is out of their hand, they began to look for people to push propaganda. They went up to the state of bringing somebody who is very close to Mazin Nandikano to come and paint their image, to come and repair their image, and the person came and damaged the image the more. They went and brought somebody very close to Mazin Nandikano, unbelievable, to go and repair their image. She came and talked for made 2 or 3 videos, and that was the end of it. The chapter closed. That was the end of that chapter closed. They began to run mad. They began to run mad. They began to run mad. They didn't know what to do. They began to preach. He doesn't have access to ESN. He doesn't know ESN. He's a liar. He doesn't know where ESN is. He doesn't have any connection to ESN. They preached that preacher Simon Ekpa was silent and watching them, watching those clowns shouting. They shouted that one on media for more than a month. He doesn't have contact to any ESN. He doesn't know anything about ESN until that one unfolded. When it unfolded finally, that ESN is completely under the control of Master Simon Ekpa and the autopiloted group. When it became very clear to them, they began to form a different group altogether to fight against IPOB. They began to form cultist group. They began to join the government to fight against the ESN. The ESN Mazin Nanekano established to protect Biafra land. They are forming all kinds of groups. They begin to form cult group. They begin to form death squad to exterminate the same people that we are supposed to protect our land. You saw the video I posted before I came online. There was a video I posted before I came online where somebody, an insider, was confessing. And the insider who was working for one of them was confessing how they took the life of our commanders. How they connived together to take the life of our commanders. The commanders who took order from Mazin Nandekan directly, who had information from Mazin Nandekan, who trusted Mazin Nandekan, and they are willing to die for Mazin Nandekan. Very trusted and strong commanders. They were all betrayed. They were all betrayed and killed by their own brothers. When Master Simon Ekpa was talking about the death of Ikonso, telling us that Ikonso was killed by an insider. It's an insider that sold him out. They sold him out. And Ikonso lost his life in the course. The Master Simon Ekpa was saying that we thought it was a joke. People thought it was a joke. They thought it was a propaganda. But today, it's becoming much more clearer that the death of Ikonso was not ordinary. The death of Ikonso was not the making of the zoo. It was a fellow comrade that sold Ikonso out. And Ikonso lost his life. The video I posted before I come online, go and listen to that video. Take time. Go and watch that video I posted before I come online. Many of you must have seen it. It's everywhere on social media. The video is the confession of one of them. How they killed our commanders. How they took the life of commanders. And this is what they are still doing. But I tell you, their days are numbered. Their days are numbered because Chukwu Okagabiyama is in charge. Every single volunteer force on the ground today, they know whom to listen to. They know where to focus on their command. They know where the command should come to. And when a command comes from that direction, they are following. They have lost touch. When they were preaching, he doesn't have ESN number. He doesn't. Now that one have become very, very clear for them. It became clear. They began to run helter-skelter. They brought somebody very close to Mazin Nandekan to paint their image. The image gets damaged completely. And the person they brought, after Mazin Simon Ekpa have won, and advised her not to come. Advise her how to approach, even if you decide to come. Mind what you say. She thought it was a child's play. She thought it was a joke. Today, what happened? How did it end up? It ended up in disaster. Every single person they have used against Master Ekpa go back home in shame. So why are you still getting yourself involved in it? Every single person, go and check. Everybody that have raised his finger, that raised his voice against Master Ekpa in blackmail, they always end in shame. Because Chukwu carry him and call him, and he do the needful. When we are talking about alliance, they said no, they are the one that know the Oduduwa. They are the one talking with the Oduduwa. They went to organize, they say 1 million march, them and the Oduduwa. Many people, we said that the Oduduwas are not aware of the 1 million march you are doing. They're not aware. They didn't tell them. And they denied it. You remember? You remember when they organized they said it's 1 million march in London or wherever. They say it's them and the Oduduwa. And our spokesperson said it clearly that Oduduwa is not involved in that. The people who are the main Oduduwa, they're not involved. And they say, no, Simon Ekpa don't know anyone about that. Don't know. Then, they thought it was a joke. The day Mazi Nnamdi Kanu got his victory in the court. What happened? Someone ever released his conversation with Igbo, the picture he took where they were talking. All hell break loose. They thought that was the end. That was just a sample. That's why I love Simon Ekpa so much. He brings it for you gradually. He will bring it to you gradually. Simon Ekpa will bring it gradually. When he showed that very screenshot where he was rejoicing with Sunday Bowo, they thought it was a joke. And finally yesterday, it was sealed. Finally yesterday, that alliance was sealed before the whole world. And yesterday, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the spokesperson of Biafra, was endorsed fully before the whole world. Mazi Simon Ekpa was yesterday endorsed fully before the whole world. The last miracle that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu talked about is about to happen. That last miracle that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu spoke about is about to happen. It's left for you to key in and receive the blessing. If you refuse to, that is your business. You can take the horse to the river, but you cannot force the horse to drink the water. All we are doing, as I always say, is to make sure that as many people as possible are saved into Biafra land. That is our responsibility. Our responsibility today is to make sure that Biafrans are saved, that many people are saved, that no Biafra life is lost carelessly. That is what we must do. I say it again. Remember the charge Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave us in the court last time. It is your responsibility to protect Biafra, not to kill them. We had it clear, loud and clear, and today we are defending Biafra land. The volunteer force are on the ground, defending Biafra land. All you need from you is support. Support them the best way you can. This is the time they need your support. Support them financially. All they need is material. The material they're going to use for this job, you will provide it. They have given their life. They gave their life. Most of them are people who have families, they have children, they have businesses, they abandon their business, abandon their family. All they want is to make sure that they restore a sane nation called Biafra. And they gave their life. What are you going to give them in return? All they ask is support. Support. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Go to the ESN. Go to the fundraising, each time fundraising is going to call and support the ESN. Don't wait until the fundraising. Go to when you go to the flyers of the fundraising, you are going to see the link there. Follow the link and make your contribution. You will see the link, follow the link, and make your contribution to ESN. That is the right thing to do. Write your name in gold. Don't allow yourself to be left aside. Write your name in gold. And anything you give to ESN, anything you contribute to the struggle of Biafra will never be in vain. It will never ever be in vain. If you contribute your time, you contribute your money, you contribute your energy, whatever you contribute to the struggle of Biafra will never ever be in vain. Tomorrow is going to be a sit at home. For those of us who are in Biafra land, don't forget, tomorrow is a sit at home. And we must continue. Remember our resolve, our agreement that we will continue to sit at home until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released unconditionally. And that agreement remains. That agreement remains signed and sealed. There's no going back. It doesn't matter what people are saying. It doesn't matter whether they believe. It doesn't matter the propaganda or blackmail they believe. It doesn't matter what their court says. It doesn't matter what the judge, the lawyers are saying. That is their business. The only thing we have agreed on is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must be in Afari Beg before we can stop sit at home. Until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released unconditionally, then and only then we can stop sit at home. And that remains. That is a resolve that the whole Biafrans have reached. And that resolve, just like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, signed in stone, written in stone, can never be changed. And I thank you for my brothers and sisters in Biafra land. They are doing a great work. And if you are outside Biafra land, if you are abroad, please, any support you can give to our people on Biafra land, continue to give them that support. Whatever support you can give them, both materially, both anywhere at all, you can be able to help. Help them. It is not easy. If anybody comes to tell you that it's easy, it's not easy. I know that it's not easy. It's not easy to be in the zoo and be facing the enemy face to face. It's not easy. Most of us have been in the zoo. Most of us spend all our lifetime in the zoo before we came out. So many of us have this first-hand experience of what the zoo looks like. So it is not easy. a lawless country, a place where you can die for telling the truth, a country where when you wake up in the morning, you are not sure if you're going to be alive the next minute. That is how the zoo has become this time around. You leave your house, you go to work, you're not sure if you're going to return safe. You're not sure. In the zoo, nobody is sure of anything. You can't be sure of anything whatsoever. That is the situation of the zoo. And we say we cannot be part of that evil anymore. We can't be part of it. We are going home. In few days time, we are going home. It doesn't matter the propaganda they bring. It doesn't matter their blackmail. It doesn't matter what anybody, any man or woman is saying. That doesn't bother us. We don't care. The only thing that concerns us is where we are headed, Biafra. It is that Biafra or nothing. You are welcome, Daniel Isaac. It is that Biafra or nothing. Is that Biafra? Isaac, go to the flyer. Go to the flyer of the ESN flyer. When you check the flyer, you're going to see the website there. Look at the website properly, because there are so many of them. When you begin to write it, there are so many of websites that will pop up. Don't just pay into any website. Look at the website properly, the way it's written on that very flyer for fundraising. Once you follow it directly like that, you can be able to make your payment there. That is how you make it. You pay through online. You don't pay to account directly. You pay through online. You pay through the website. That is how payment is made for ESN. Every payment for ESN is being made through the website, so that the money goes to the ESN account directly. You don't pay through account. So all you have to do, whichever country, all you have to do is just go to that flyer. It's not closer to me now. I would have read out the website for you. Go to that flyer. There are so many of those flyers. They are in all platforms. You can go to Master Simon Empire platform. You will see a lot of those flyers. And go to Facebook. You will see a lot of those flyers. You will see the website, ESM website that you see. Look at it properly. There are so many fake ones. Look at that very one. Copy it word to word. Don't miss any word. Just check it that way. Then you can be able to make a contribution. Once you click it, it will show you direction on how to make your payments to ESN. You can make your donation at any time. So don't just wait until the day of fundraising. On that day, you can pay at any given time you want to give to the ESN. Just go and give. Then on the fundraising, because that fundraising is going to coming up again. When the fundraising is coming up, I'm going to announce the fundraising. On the fundraising, you can still come in the fundraising and make your contribution, no matter how small, no matter how big. Everything is important. Everything is important. So Daniel Isaac is not by account. You just go to that website. Through the website, you can pay. You can make your payment. Just go to that website, check the flyer, look at the flyer of the fundraising flyer. Go and look for the fundraising flyer, ESN fundraising flyer by Autopilot. Once you get it, you will see the series, or you go to a platform of my Simon. I'm going to take it out. Maybe I'm going to take it out and put it among my jingles. I'm going to take it out and put it in my jingles, so that each time you watch the videos, you're going to see the website. I will put it on my jingles, so that anybody that wants to pay, you can just look at the website there. Then you can be able to make your payment for ESN. I'm going to include it to make it easier for people to be able to know. So it's not by account, my brother Daniel. So that is it. So everybody have to support. We are in a critical time. The time that we are in is a time that everybody must play a role. Every one of us must play a role. We must have to key in. We must have to key in. We must not joke with anything. This is a critical time. A critical time. A time that every Biafran must pay attention. Mainly our people in Biafra land, you must have to pay attention to your environment. If you see something, you say something. Pay attention to everything that happens around you. And let me tell you, Wotowoto is going to increase. Wotowoto is going to increase. Our spokesperson, Man Simon, ever said this. Wotowoto Pro Max. It has been activated already, and it's happening. It's happening. I have always told you, for some of you who are waiting for video, you're waiting for video for us to play propaganda video. No, we are not going to play any propaganda video. No. The Biafran struggle of today is not like those you are seeing in these days. What you see is what you get. The enemy will confess themselves. The enemy will confess. And I believe people who are on the ground, they are already feeling the heat. Our ESN are working tirelessly. When we say we are going to Biafra in a few days, it is not a joke. Now we are doing the finishing touches. Every alliance that needs to be gotten is already on board. Every alliance that we need, they are on board, waiting for time, including countries. Countries have volunteered to support Biafra. There are countries today who are in alliance with Biafra struggle, the Biafran people. There are countries that are alliance with Biafra, and we cannot mention their name or call them until when the time is right. When the time is right, they will speak out by themselves. You're going to hear from them. I'm talking about world powers who are willing to stand behind Biafra. So my fellow Biafran brothers, don't be scared of anything. Don't be scared. This is the time that Chukwu Okeke have made for you and I, and we will rejoice in it. It is our time. It is our time to shine. It doesn't matter what the enemy does. It is our time. And nobody can change it. Nobody. It doesn't matter the angle they come from, their propaganda, it doesn't matter. It doesn't move anybody. We are doing what we are supposed to do as human, putting everything in order. And we are doing the finishing touches. The broadcast yesterday was it was a blow, a big blow. And the Janjaweed will not take it lightly. They won't take it for joke. The same way you see Sabotu as crying, the Janjaweed were crying yesterday. You're welcome, Brother Daniel. The same way Sabotuas are crying, Janjaweed are crying. Because of the alliance that happened yesterday. They thought it was a joke. Our Wotowoto brothers, they are doing more. You see our Wotowoto brothers, I told you, I've been saying it on my platform that they are not for jokes. They are pursuing their freedom, self-determination, very, very strongly. Everybody have their own way of following, method and direction. They have their own method, we have our own method. But at the end of the day, we are meeting at the same point, and that's what we have met. I've always said it. The Wotowoto people have their method of pursuing their self-determination. We have our method of pursuing our self-determination. But at the end of the day, we will all put our collective efforts together and we get back home. And you heard Professor Kinto yesterday. Professor Kinto told you, blue black, that they will not walk into 2023 as Nigeria. That they will not walk into 2023 as Nigeria. They will not. Professor Kinto said it. They will not walk into Nigeria as Biafrans. They will not go into 2023 as Nigerians. That's to show you how determined they are. He said it before the whole war. Openly. And we Biafrans, we are counting days. In question of days, we will get back. In 2023, Biafra will be declared. It will be declared. And no man born of a woman can stop it. Not only we will declare it and defend it, it will be redeclared and defended. If you think it's a joke, think again. If you think it's a joke, I say think again. The Biafrans are going. The Wotowoto people are going. And the Middle Belt are coming on board also. The Middle Belters, they are coming on board in full force. The Middle Belters are coming on board. All you have to do is to key in and answer your name. And the time that we're in, I always say that the messages we are preaching today is not only for Biafrans. Every indigenous tribe in the zoo, every indigenous person in the zoo, you must prepare yourself. This is a time for self-defense. Every man must defend him or herself. The terrorists are about to hit. The US have given the info. The US passed the intel. But your government is playing it down. The zoo government is playing it down. United States have told them that the terrorists are about to take over. And they are playing it down. But it's going to happen before them. Just as Martin Nadekano said, why that info was given to them, instead of them to go and begin to sort out their terrorists in the north. They are not forgotten. They don't care. Terrorists in the north is not a threat to them. What they see as a threat is people who are asking for legitimate right of self-determination. They send all their troops to the south. They send all their troops to the south to begin to fight against the Biafran people mainly and the Wotowoto people. And why they send their troops to Biafran land, they left their flanks open. Just as Mazin Nanakan said, they will come. But when they come, they are going to leave their flanks open. And when they leave their flanks open, after we have dealt with them, the remaining ones that will run back home, they will not have a home to return to. That was what Mazin Nanakan said. And it's happening. Mazen Nanekano told us, they will come. It's just a question of time. They will come. And they have come. But as they come, we are going to make sure that none of them will return alive. And the few ones that will try to escape, they will not have a home to return. And the terrorists is going to take over their home. The terrorists is going to take over their home in the north. And as we are speaking, even if you are a Biafran and you join to fight against your people, you pay. If you're a Biafran and you join to fight against your own people, your own brothers, you are going to pay. Mazen Nanekana have said that prayer, and every one of us echoed amen. Mazen Nanekana said the prayer. He said the prayer, and every one of us echoed. He said that any man or woman that will step into Biafran land to take innocent life, to take the life of a Biafran, you come as a military, as a police, to come into life. It doesn't matter your country. It doesn't matter your religion. It doesn't matter your location. It doesn't matter your dialect. It doesn't matter who sent you. And you came into Biafra land to take innocent life in Biafra land, that you can never ever return alive. Mazen Nani can say that prayer and will say, and today it is happening. Every time you hear they are bringing troops, do you see where they go back? Nobody see them go back. They only bring troops, but they never go back. They only bring troops and they never go back. Chukwu Kokabiyama is in charge, protecting his own children, making a way for his children. No man born of a woman can stop us. Let them keep trying. The more they try, the more they continue to fail. But as for us, we have written our name in the gold. It is our time. It is the right time. We are working. The children of Chukwu Okakabiyama know time. We don't play with time. Chukwu Okakabiyama, his children don't play with time. That's why Mazen Nandekano never played with time. Mazen Nandekano was very cautious of time, giving us time when things will happen, and you see them happening. Mazen Nandekano told us about 2022, that the zoo will be destroyed in 2022. 2023, we are going home. Mazen Simon Ekpa came in and he began to activate it. Mazen Simon Ekpa began to activate it, not just speaking, began to activate it. And you see him working tirelessly every day. You see him working tirelessly every day, giving you updates. And he's giving a countdown. If you think that countdown is a joke, you are equally playing with your life. If you're a Biafran, you are in Biafran land and you take it for a joke, sorry. That's all I got to tell you, sorry. If you're in Biafran land, what you're supposed to do now is to begin to prepare yourself. Defend yourself the best way you can. Put your defense, build your defense. Whatever know you can build to defend it, begin to prepare yourself. Get food stuff around you. Get food, at least food stuff that will last you for 1 month. Stock up food. Stock up food for yourself. Stock up food. Because a time will come when you might not be able to come out. Stock up food as much as possible for yourself in Biafra land. These are key things you need to do. We continue to say it on every broadcast. Make a reserve. If you are living abroad, call your families, tell them, make provisions so you can make provisions for them. Tell them what to do. Let them prepare for the days ahead. It is going to be tough. But at the end of the day, we are going to be free. Remember the word of our school, Namazen Nanekano. They will kill us. We will kill them. But at the end of the day, Biafra will definitely come. No man born of a woman can stop it. Oduduwa will be free. The Middle Belt will be free. Everybody will be free. And even the Hausas will fight for their own freedom from the Fulanis. Fulanis will be chased. They will be chased out completely from the zoo. They will go back to wherever planet they come from. It is going to happen. May Chukwu Okakabiyama continue to guide and protect everyone that have joined my new broadcast. I told you there's going to be a brief one, but we'll spend much time that I was expecting, because sometimes when you come online and see your brothers and sisters online, I would like to spend much time and say anything I have to say to encourage my brothers. I am not saying things I'm saying here to scare you. These are realities. We are in a difficult time. We are in a time of war. That war that we heard about, it is going to happen. It's happening already. It's happening already. Men are fighting on the ground. People are dying, giving their life. But at the end of the day, we are going to be free. What we are trying to do today is to make sure that the collateral damage is reduced. And you have to help us to reduce the collateral damage by sharing information. Share information, share videos. Let the videos go viral. Let it reach to everybody. Any platform you belong, once you see a video of an auto-collected member making a video, share it, let people get the information. Every information now is important. Don't take anyone for a joke. Don't take anyone for a joke. Follow all the autopilot platform. Follow Mazen Simon Ekpa. on his Twitter handle. Go on his daily broadcast. Join him on daily broadcast. Join all the platforms. Myself, I broadcast every blessed day. 5 p.m. every day I broadcast. If I don't come 5 p.m., from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m., I must be online to broadcast. Every day on blessed day. If you have not subscribed to this video channel, please click subscribe so that each time I come on, you can get the notification so that I can kick it off on time. Click notification so that anytime I come online, you can be able to get the notification. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Subscribe so that you can be able to be getting notification when it comes. These are things we have to do to be able to push forward because we are heading into Biafra in few days' time. All we are doing now is finishing touches. Keep your hands on the deck. Every hand must be on the deck. If you can pray, pray harder. If you can support financially, support. Whatever to ask yourself as a Biafran, that question is very important. Every day you wake up, ask yourself, what am I going to do for the struggle today? Every day you wake up, let there be something you will do for Biafra's coming. This Biafra that is coming in a few days' time. Every day you wake up, let there be something you will do about Biafra. If it is prayer, once you wake up, you pray for Biafra. If it is sharing videos of Biafra, once you go online, look for anybody who is broadcasting, a genuine broadcaster talking about Biafra coming, go and share the video. Share the video. If it is supporting platforms, support all the platforms you can support. Support Master Sam whenever the way you can support him. If it anything you look at, ESN are there. The contact to pay for the ESN is there. Go and support the ESN. Anytime that you come and put blessing in your hand, don't wait until the day of fundraising. Just go to that very flyer. That fundraising flyer, you will see the website there. Check the website properly, carefully, and you make your contribution. There is no contribution you make for the community of Biafra that is in vain. Every dime you spend for Biafra, your time, your money, you are going to gain it back in 100-fold. That is the promise of Chukwu now, and it's coming to pass. That is why those of us who are here talking on a daily basis, we are not deterred. We know where we are going. We are not deterred. We are not bothered. We are not troubled. As long as we have the life, have the strength, we will continue to broadcast on daily basis every day. That's what we'll continue to do. May Chukwu Abiyama continue to guide and protect everybody that has supported me on this very broadcast today from beginning to end. I say, may Chukwu Abiyama guide you, protect you, secure you, and make you part of the Biafra that is going to come. May Chukwu Abiyama give you that grace, not only to see Biafra, but to step your foot into Biafra land and celebrate in Biafra land. May Chukwu Abiyama guide and protect our Oduduwa brothers. Secure our Oduduwa brothers. Give them more strength, more power, more strength to continue to move on until they get their freedom. The Middle Belters, may Chukwu Abiyama encourage you also. May Chukwu Abiyama strengthen you so that you can go fight along and get your freedom. Anybody who is genuinely fighting for freedom on the planet Earth, may Chukwu Abiyama grant you freedom. May Chukwu Abiyama guide and protect Sunday Igboho, secure Sunday Igboho and Professor Akintoye. May Chukwu Abiyama strengthen them, guide them, protect them, and continue to be with them all the days of their life. May Chukwu Abiyama continue to guide our men on the ground, the ESN, the volunteer force. May Chukwu Abiyama be with them, guide them, protect them, and secure them from the hand of the enemies. No weapon of the enemy will penetrate them. May Chukwu Abiyama guide and protect other armed groups who have joined this very struggle. Other Biafran armed groups, legitimate armed groups who are genuinely fighting for the freedom wherever they are. May Chukwu Abiyama continue to guide and protect every one of them and secure them. May Chukwu Abiyama guide and protect the Umuada, Madam Azuka, who is doing a marvelous work. May Chukwu Abiyama guide and protect Madam Azuka and her family. Secure her, protect her, give her more grace. May Chukwu Abiyama guide and protect all the Umuadas. Every member of Umuada, may Chukwu Abiyama continue to strengthen them and be with them. May Chukwu Abiyama guide and protect all the media warriors, all the autopiloted media warriors who are genuinely speaking, IPOB media warriors, autopiloted. May Chukwu Abiyama be with them and guide and protect them. All the IPOB members who are genuine, doing what they are supposed to do. May Chukwu Abiyama guide and protect us. We will continue and we will never deter. May Chukwu Abiyama continue to guide and protect our brother Master Simon Ekpa, the spokesperson of Biafra. May Chukwu Abiyama guide and protect him, secure him, give him that wisdom, that strength, that power, that revelation, and direction on what to go. May Chukwu Abiyama build a wall of fire around him that no evil shall penetrate him. May Chukwu Abiyama guide and protect our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our supreme leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, wherever he is. May Chukwu Abiyama carry him in his hands. Continue to cover him, continue to protect him and secure him. No weapon of the enemy shall penetrate him. No weapon formed or fashioned against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shall prosper. He's going to join us very soon. And he will raise the flag of Biafra for us, and we will celebrate together. May Chukwu Abiyama take all the glory. Very soon, we are going to be going home. No man born of a woman can stop us. It is appointed time for us to shine, and we will shine. The sun will rise again. It's rising already. That last miracle that Mazin Nanekalo spoke about is about to happen. Key in and remember us. Remember, they will kill us. We will kill them. But at the end of the day, Biafra will definitely come. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for joining me from the beginning of this broadcast up to the end. I appreciate everybody who has been patient with me up to this time. Thank you so much. And tomorrow, I'm going to be here again tomorrow. If you have time, if you're free, please kindly join me tomorrow on the broadcast so that we will continue to send out this message and people will continue to get the information and get the news. Thank you so much and stay blessed. See you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.